and I just love, I don't know, I loved YouTube. I loved like Shane Dawson, and I love like Jenna Marbles and all that shit, and I wanted to do it.
What's your opinion on Shane since like, have you talked to him about since like his major cancellation?
Yes. The last time I spoke to Shane was at a Jeffree Star skin event, probably like 8 months ago, 9 months ago. We've spoken over messaging a couple times since then. And it's interesting because Shane was my idol. Shane was my world. Like he's the only, he saved my life, and he's the only reason I ever started any of this.
He saved your life? How did he save your life?
In the regard of like, in so many ways, really. But it began with like, I fell in love with the idea of him and his sense of humor as well. Him joking about fucked up shit. Obviously that didn't age well, but I'm saying at the time, to make light of trauma and to provide an escape for people who might need it. And I was that person who needed it. You know what I mean? Like I loved, you know, my household's full-blown chaos, awful. I'm crying. I hate my life. And for 5 minutes of a day, I get to escape, and Shane Dawson's day gets to make me laugh. And that saved me in so many regards, was the escapism of it all. And then I don't think I think he genuinely, like, the things that he was saying empowered me enough to think maybe I can do this too, which also saved my life in a regard. And then I accredited so much of, you know what I mean? Like I blew up because I made this video because he inspired me. And then I met him. And then at the time he was so there for me day in and day out, and like mentored the shit out of me on like how to do this and how to deal with all of the emotions of this lifestyle. And also just, you know, like pointers, business pointers. You're really funny doing this. Keep doing this, blah, blah, blah. And was there for me for years and years, all TanaCon, all the, just everything though. Like, you know what I mean? So it was hard for me when he got canceled. Like I was sad. People always say you like live long enough to see your heroes become like villains in a regard. And that's what it felt like for sure. And then it has you kind of second guessing everything. You know what I mean? Like I for so long I was just like, oh my God, now I can recognize he shouldn't have made that joke. And did our senses of humor at that time make our relationship inappropriate, or so on and so forth. And I think throughout it all, it just made me question everything and kind of gave me it was almost like a new chapter in my world, I guess. And after speaking to him, and see, I'm saying this in the same regard as other conversations we've had where I can't even think of all the jokes he made. And I'm sure I could sit here and be like, I think he's changed. I think he's grown. And someone could pull up one joke that's fucking awful and unforgivable and say, you're so wrong for forgiving him for that. So it's a hard water to tread in. But like, from what I see, because I don't see him all the time, I don't talk to him all the time. But when I have spoken to him and what I see, I feel like he's on a really great path now, which is good. And it's just, the internet's weird.
He wasn't doing controversial content for a while.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh shit, he was doing like blackface and
like, yeah, like that shit's inexcusable.
And asking his young cousin about sex.
Yeah, that shit is absolutely inexcusable.
Yeah. It is a question though. It's like,
and it's just so weird the way the internet works. Like certain people have been canceled for worse things are still filming a video and posting it to this day. You know what I mean? Like the line on the internet of who gets forgiven and who doesn't. And yeah, it's very interesting to me.
There was this one tweet you liked that I was interested in. You said, this person tweeted, the fact Shane Dawson made Tana Mongeau pee on him as soon as she turned 18 doesn't sit right with me. I can't believe I watched that video and thought it was funny. That's like your #1 most viewed video, right?
It's one of them for sure. That's kind of what I was saying in reference to there was an era where I was questioning everything. Do you know what I mean?
You're looking back and yeah.
And that, like at that time, like I probably liked so many tweets like that about that time, about everyone, Vlog Squad shit, everything. And I think now I've come to conclusions about how I feel like about that situation. I can honestly look back and say that it's not like I literally peed on him. Like it was.
That's what I was going to ask.
In a regard, like, yeah.
You didn't pee on him.
No, I didn't like physically actually
No pee touched him?
we made it seem like I did. Do you know what I mean? But I knew what I was doing. It's one of my most viewed videos.
He wasn't getting on. There was no like sexual.
Yeah, like I can come to a conclusion now that I think it was too far, and we were constantly making too far fucked up jokes. But at the time, the internet loved that shit, so we normalized the fuck out of it because it didn't matter. But I don't look at that as trauma. Like I don't look at that now as like that was really fucking weird, and I need to like. You know what I mean? I just look at it as like a different time, too far, wild for sure. But it doesn't bother me.
What's your guys' age difference? Like, how old is Shane?
It's a pretty big one, I think.
So that I see that
time, he was so.
He's 34, so he's like my age.
Like 10 years old.
10 years.
I mean,
but so you're 18, he's 28. That's kind of a big difference. I could see him being like making sexual videos with you.
And I think that he had a lot of growing up to do too, in the regard that like he was just always filming videos with all of anyone who had clout at the time. You know, he was in his view getting fucking era, you know?
Yeah.
So he was filming all these videos with that same raunchy sense of humor with all of these upcoming people, some young, and I think that he was still in that very young like mindset, and he had a lot of growing up to do.
There's one bit he does that always blows my mind, which is that the little girl puppet, who's like trying to have sex with everyone, and she's like 8. It's so fucked up. It makes me. It's so gnarly. Here, let me show you one. You know what was so crazy? He did it with the Fine Bros. The fucking Fine Bros, and they never got heat for it.
That's kind of what I mean, is that everyone just had a dark ass sense of humor, and that was okay, and it was a joke at that time. Because I remember laughing at every single Shane Dawson video ever.
Yeah. But you're a kid.
Millie.
Yeah, you remember Millie? This shit was some of these jokes where you're like, what the fuck?
And I remember thinking this was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
So Millie,
He looked so different.
Oh my God.
Are you talking about your big dick?
Wow, was he like hot? He was hot.
No.
He definitely was in that cute boy era, like the Smosh cute boy hair era.
I don't ever remember being like, Shane Dawson's hot. But like,
I'm Millie!
So Millie, you a fan of the D?
Are you talking about your big dick?
That's just like right off the bat. It's like, what? Because she's like 8. It's fucking crazy.
Stick me.
What? No. I was talking about D like DZ. Man, where did you learn how to talk like that?
From watching Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah, and iCarly. She's so cool and attractive. I love the way her hair flows down her back and brushes over her tight ass.
it's one thing with a puppet, but then like that's rogue. That's rogue.
Dude,
That's
this whole
roguish.
thing.
That's not. Yeah.
Experiment.
I mean, but this is.
Wouldn't you, DZ? Oh, and her newly developed
Yeah, like
breasts.
that's-
They're speaking.
That's not even the worst thing this puppet done. This puppet.
I remember them all.
Yeah, this puppet.
The tough
haunts me.
watch.
I mean, don't
The
you
tough
think she's
watch,
sexy,
for sure.
DZ?
Yeah, let me just click to
But
the
at
other.
the time, it just so wasn't, which is crazy.
Yeah, because you were a kid.
That's fair.
And the adults had no idea what was going on YouTube yet.
Right.
Can you imagine? You're like, what the fuck? You see your young daughter. Hey, you want to suck my dick?
Yeah, like,
Some
that's
8-year-old.
wrong. Like that's crazy.
Oh, did you see all that water?
But
it's
and
making me
that
totally
like
wet.
also puts air so much to like 10 million people probably watched that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like society also thought it was funny and kept coming back.
I think that's why people. It is kind of like a grooming thing. It's weird because you're normalizing like an 8-year-old girl being sexual, which is not normal.
And maybe that was a lot of what YouTube was as well. It was like shit that you just couldn't look away from. Do you know what I mean? Because people were figuring it out. Like you know what I mean? And they were like, this gets views. People can't look away. But now you can like acknowledge that that's not the correct route.
There's been a lot of awareness and all that kind of stuff. It wasn't just Shane. I think there was a lot of fucked up shit.
It was me. I said so much fucking crazy shit.
Yeah,
too, that I mean, I guess I have my age to help me with that, but still.
Wait, I want to see one more.
I love you for subscribing. Bye.
Why is it just showing a fucking...
Shane, hey, Shane. Well, is it wrong to touch yourself in the nether regions?
Bro. And it's shot like a snuff film. Like, this is not okay.
Shane, can I ask you a question, Shane?
What?
Shane, will you fuck me?
Bro.
Tough watch.
That is not.
Tough fucking.
That is not funny at all. Like that is.
Yeah, like that's.
That is just vile shit. For kids, there's just kids watching this shit. I see people in chat saying
That's
I
what
was.
shaped my brain. Can
I think Shane traumatized you more than your parents.
No, definitely not. But,
I see people in chat saying they were 12 years old when they watched this.
Wow.
absolutely, I probably was 100%. And I hate that. Obviously it's so wrong, but it's like that, and that's what we'll never know about all of these things. Is like at this time was his thought process the same as the viewer? Like, you know what I mean? Like this is just rogue and funny, and people want to watch it and whatever. And that's where I think a lot of the cancellation came from, where it was like, is it that or is it something darker and deeper? And
I think, in my opinion, he thought he was just, I don't think he knew what he was doing was so fucked up. If I had to guess, I could be wrong. I know a lot of people think the other way.
I think the problem, that the reason the cancellation was so serious is just the amount of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
It's so much.
And
you know?
it all kind of happened at once as well, in the regard that it was just like, we've pulled up these 100,000 things that he said and done all at once, which obviously also
was
is
so bad.
Always.
And then the Smith thing really fucked him up when this whole Smith family came down on him.
Oh.
Was that the actual girl who used to be in his vlogs? Is that what you're talking about?
No, there was a picture of him in a
cousin.
subway. Here, pull that up.
Like he said something about Willow Smith.
Oh.
Wanting to fuck her when she was like 12.
Oh, like the Smiths.
Yeah.
Heath Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking everything else. And like, what was it? Like,
I'm a
Jada
photo.
was like, keep my kid's name out of your mouth. Damn, they love that. Every Will Smith loves that. What did you think of that, the Will Smith moment?
Hated it.
Oh, I thought it was disgusting. I hated it. I think he's a piece of shit for that. You loved it, didn't you? Yeah, you're fucked up like that. You're like, I want my man.
No.
I wasn't going to say it. I didn't love it, but I love to watch it at least.
Oh, I love to
And
watch
if my man
it.
did that, I probably, like,
That would be everything for you?
well, in the moment, I would have been like, yes, slay. And then later, I would have been like, oh, maybe not.
But the thing is, he definitely didn't do it for his
I
wife. He
hated
did it
it.
because, like, he's so fucking insecure and she's
That's true.
emasculated him so much.
That's true.
But here's a disgusting video found by this user where Shane pretends to masturbate over a poster of 11-year-old Willow Smith.
Oh, that's way worse than I thought.
Oh, there's a video of it?
Yeah, this was
Yeah, I
like,
think there is a
Yeah,
This was
I'm
the-
What?
I'm betting it.
And he like says her name.
What would make you think
this is funny.
this is crazy?
Yeah, what would make you think this is funny? That was like one of the big ones of it, huh?
Here, we have the video. Paris Hilton.
Oh, Willow. Oh,
Perez
with your
Hilton,
hair
so
back.
close. Imagine Paris Hilton tweeting this.
Paris Hilton, yeah.
Living.
Oh, with your hair back. Oh.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's something really fucked up here. You know, it's like, whoa.
Tough watch.
Mamma
haven't said it.
mia. And then they got receipts on Jeffree Star. Are you cool with him?
I'm just trying to get some yak meat.
Dude, we have some. We got some fucking yak meat. You want to try it?
What?
We got Jeffree
Someone
Star's
just
yak meat.
running from the back to get the yak meat.
Olivia-
I'm so
We got
sorry.
Jeffree Star yak meat.
You did?
Yeah.
Really?
You know we pull all the strings.
How does it? What
It's
is it?
I don't think I'm gonna.
Oh, it's jerky.
jerky.
Yeah, it's jerky.
And like I can't lie. Like I want to go to Star Yak Ranch.
stopping you?
What's happening there?
What's stopping you? What's happening there? I don't know. It ain't yaks.
It comes in this bag?
Yeah, that's
The
those
fact
are
that
the
y'all have
sticks.
this on deck is so
What?
funny.
It looks like weed or something.
I mean,
Am I trying this right now?
it's really dry, but
I don't know. Hold on.
I mean, he's got money if you get sick.
It tastes like beef jerky.
Wait, why is it so hard?
That
My
may-
veneers cannot bite into this. I will
Yeah.
say.
You think it's too hard?
I would break a tooth 100%.
Yeah. That's really crazy. Why is it so hard?
It smells good. It kind of smells like pepperoni
This was sitting
in
out for a
jerky
while.
form.
Oh.
Give it a shot.
No.
Oh, you're not gonna taste it.
It tastes like beef
Well,
jerky.
I literally the veneer of it all. I can't.
What foods do you avoid to protect your
This is
veneers?
too hard to chew. on.
Like if a bread on a sandwich is too hard,
Oh, okay.
or like especially if it's front teeth. It's one thing if you can get it in the back on like a real tooth. You know what I mean? Like,
Have you ever ripped one out?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
no.
Oh yeah, several times. And then I had like, oh my God.
Can you tell me about veneers so it goes over your tooth?
They shave your teeth down.
Really?
Depending on how much they overlap, kind of is what decides how much they shave down. And then they just put like a tooth over it. I honestly like, I don't recommend them. I'm on my 3rd set.
Holy shit.
I'm about to be on my 4th set, I think, because they shift. Like, if you can see here.
It moves?
They're supposed to last a while. At least they pitch it like they do.
But I also am out here getting them for like a pop tag in like a fucking, you know what I mean? Like an Instagram story.
You're not going to you think your doctors kind of suck, the one you've been going to?
I mean, no, Dr. Gabe, I love you. He's giving me my 4th set.
Good veneers cost like $50,000.
Yeah.
They're
These
pricey.
are priced at that. Good veneers cost more than that, honestly.
Really?
Like, good ones.
What is it made of? Like fucking like
Porcelain.
endangered rhino tusk?
No, dental
Porcelain,
stuff
so
is
like
so
toilet
expensive.
seat. My best friend actually frequently calls me toilet seat teeth, and it really hurts my feelings.
That is mean. That's just mean.
And why did you get it? Is it just...
I tried all the other route. My teeth are just like not straight and like
Okay.
I just didn't like them.
Okay.
And I tried Invisalign, but I'm just bad with things like that. Like there were hot Cheetos in the trays at all times. Like it was just like it wasn't cute at all. It really wasn't cute. And I'm very much an instant fixer as well, you know? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I get the appeal. I mean,
Yeah.
having beautiful teeth is like great. Everybody, it's just come on, having beautiful
No,
teeth.
I know.
rules.
And it's a quick
Yeah.
way to
Awesome.
do it, you know, but but I'm also like, I feel like I'm in the 10%. Like 90% of people I talk to have no complications with their veneers. They love them. I think I also had a lot of dental complications growing up that were like resolved and shit. So
Right.
I just wasn't the like dream case as is. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Your teeth look great.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Stay tuned for set number 4.
Woohoo!